Seated. Good morning, families, friends, faculty, staff, and most especially the members of the Radford University class of 2019. I am Kenna Colley, and I serve as the Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. And on behalf of Radford University, I am pleased to convene and welcome you to the 2019 Spring Commencement Ceremony. First, I am very honored to introduce to you Radford University's 7th President, Dr. Brian O. Hemphill. We also welcome our commencement speaker, alumnus Randal J. Kirk. We also have special guests with us today, Sandy and Jack Davis. On the platform with me today, we have members of the Radford University Board of Visitors. Please hold your applause until I have said all of the names. Rector Mark Lawrence, Vice Rector Robert Archer, Dr. Thomas Brewster, Krisha Chatra, Dr. Rachel Folks, Georgia Ann Snyder-Falkenham, Nancy Rice, and Lisa Throckmorton, Dr. Jake Fox, faculty representative, and Mariah Brooks, student representative. We also have our Radford University Vice Presidents, Danny Kemp, Information Technology and Chief Information Officer, Robert Leinenberg, Director of Athletics, Wendy Lowry, University Advancement, Chad Reed, Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer, Ashley Shoemaker, University Relations and Chief of Staff, Kitty McCarthy, Enrollment Management, Susan Tragesser, Student Affairs. I would like to introduce our Dean of the Davis College of Business and Economics, Dr. Joy Baduri. Dr. Angela Stanton, our Associate Dean. And Davis College Department Chairs, Dr. James Lawler, Dr. Ian Cleland, Dr. Prahlad Kasturi, and Dr. Doug Brinkman. And in the audience today, we welcome our First Lady, Maricela Hemphill, and our special guests of Mr. Kirk. At this time, I ask that you please stand for the presentation of the colors. by the Radford University Army ROTC Color Guard, and the singing of the national anthem by Ms. Zoe Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Zoe, and members of the ROTC. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. To our graduates, on behalf of everyone at Radford University, I offer you my deepest congratulations. To be here today is quite an accomplishment, and we are all very proud of you. It is now my privilege to present to you Dr. Jake Fox, President of the Faculty Senate. Dr. Fox will be followed by Juliana Stanley, President of the Student Government Association, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Good morning, and on behalf of the entire faculty of Radford University, let me say congratulations to the class of 2019. A point of pride at Radford University is our institutional commitment to globalization, diversity, and inclusion. In addition to the United States flags, the other flags flown today visually behind me represent honor to those countries of birth or citizenship of all of our students and their families. And while we are here today to celebrate every graduate, it is now my great pleasure to recognize many of our graduates who have distinguished themselves academically. With the following categories of graduates, please stand to be recognized. All Highlander Scholars. All students graduating cum laude. All students graduating magna cum laude. And all students graduating summa cum laude. Thank you, and once again, on behalf of your mentors, your professors, your friends, your faculty, congratulations, and thank you for choosing Radford University. We will miss you.
I am thankful today to represent the Student Government Association and extend my congratulations to all my fellow graduates. I am also honored to introduce today's commencement speaker, alumnus Randal J. Kirk. Following graduation from Radford, Mr. Kirk received his Juris Doctorate degree and practiced law for 10 years until he became an investor and leader in the world of pharmaceuticals. Through his career in business ventures, Mr. Kirk has proven to us that the sky is the limit when one merges goals and grit while balancing insightful knowledge and skillful risk-taking. Mr. Kirk served as a member of the Radford University Board of Visitors from 2003 to 2009, Rector from 2006 to 2008, and was recognized as Radford's Outstanding Alumnus in 2005. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Randal J. Kirk.
Thank you. They've asked me to read this to you, so if you'll just bear with me. Rector, Board of Visitors, President Hemphill, faculty, administration, students, and especially the graduates and the families of those graduates, welcome. I'm going to fire this thing up because I would like to address my comments to, let's see, bear with me. There we go. Wrong slide. I know this never happens here. There we go. So I thought I would address my comments principally to the graduates, as I was once one of you. And I have a little something to say to you, I hope. So I thought I would begin with your snapshot, because this is a photo of you. Essentially, stylistically and generally, this is a photo of you about 17 years ago. And I'd like you to take some notice of what's going on in this photo and use your imagination to realize the rest of it. So this is a kindergarten class, all right? And these kids are forming their first friendships, and they are curious, and they're organized into a group for the purpose of learning and being educated, which is a career that you, since this photo, have continued now for about 17 years. And for many of you, it's a career that will end today. We'll talk about that in a moment. This was the guy who was educating you for most of that 17 years. And he's a very knowledgeable guy, as you can see from the diagrams and the chalkboard. Very knowledgeable. He's quite expert in his field, but what he mostly knows about is things that occurred in the past. Now that's very important. It's very important to know what has occurred in the past, and you've spent much of your 17 years learning precisely that. I think that's basically it. So that's what an education mostly consists of. At least it did when I was in school, and I think this is still true today. It's useful, but you persevered. It's frustrating at times too, I'm sure. You persevered for 17 years, and congratulations. Now, you're smart, and you know everything. I just have one tiny thing, though, that I want to impart, and this is this will be on the quiz. This next part, if I can, oh, there it is. So I'm glad this is the Kobe students in front of me, because the econ majors they just got excited, because this is macroeconomics, right? So this is a graph of the gross world product over the last 2,000 years. And what I'm concerned about is we may not, during your time here at Radford University, we may not have properly emphasized the following point, which is we're living in very strange times, unique times. So the world, look, this is econometric, I admit, and this is gross world product, but behind these numbers are real world phenomena. I would like to just briefly mention a few that directly apply to you and what you're going to be facing looking forward. One is, the world really began changing radically around 1870, as depicted here. And what is occurring now is that we'll put it this way, fully one third, I'm just confining myself to civilization here, just civilization. I'm not talking about the entire planet, the entire biosphere, and so forth, but just human society. In human society, 1/3 of it has been created in the last 20 years. While you've been alive, okay? 1/3 of it is brand new. For those, since this is 2019, I'm speaking to the people who own the 21st century. You will lead the 21st century. Let me tell you what you're going to see. You're going to, by the time you're my age, most of the things that you know don't exist today. At the moment that you are here today, get it? In the future, your lives are going to consist mostly of things that do not even exist today. In econometric terms, you will see over $100 trillion worth of GWP created in your lifetime, per annum. In real terms, what this means is there are just a few implications. One is, well, there's an implication for me. One is the probability that I can convey to you any meaningful advice about how to conduct your lives is at an all-time low. See, things were pretty static back there, let's say between 1,000 and 1,500, right? And whatever the graduation speaker said at Oxford was probably really useful, and probably nothing changed in the listener's life to speak of from that moment. That's not the case here. So the way to look at it, one way I like to describe it is, listen, a second-rate technology company today, I'm not talking Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple. I mean, like a Salesforce.com is more valuable than the entire world in the best year of Queen Victoria's reign. And this trend is accelerating. So what that means for those, since we are here in the room, we have all these Kobe graduates, what this means is extremely high alpha. I'm pointing out that there's another dimension to this that you know as beta. Okay? Making predictions about what you're going to see, virtually impossible. All right, well, I won't say impossible, I'd say it's at an all-time low, okay? So, that being said, that might be your reaction. Calm down. I want to, in the brief time I have left, just impart just a few points of advice. There are some things that are permanent. I'm going to talk about 4 virtues that I'd really like you to think about and work on, okay? The first one you already have, I had it. This is intelligence. If you weren't intelligent, you wouldn't be here. You've already differentiated yourself socially from your peers by virtue of your graduation here today. But my point is, of the 4 virtues I want to talk about, this is the least important. Of much greater importance is, I don't know why this thing doesn't work, there we go, diligence. I was actually out with a law degree, with a law practice, pursuing an entrepreneurial career, and I thought I was so smart that everything would just work out great. Guess what? It doesn't happen that way. you really have to work hard no matter what. Diligence trumps intelligence. The people who work hard will run circles around the smart and lazy. I guarantee you that. Don't be lazy. Okay? The next one is loyalty. So loyalty is really something worth working on. I'll just give you one tip today since I am running out of time. If you would, in working with others, which is going to be an absolute requirement for you, right? You're going to have partners, you're going to have employees, you're going to have bosses, etc. You're going to have mates. Working with others, you have to give loyalty to get loyalty, okay? The only way you can hope to get loyalty is to give loyalty, all right? Finally, if I can get this thing to work. Here we go. Honesty, truth. This is the reason that you began your education to begin with. And I want you to focus on this because the truth is, I was just joking about you and I being really smart. Hopefully what we really know is that we're on a lifelong search for truth. That's self-examination included, that's learning by counterexample, learn from mistakes, because that's really the only thing that ever informs you of anything truly substantive. And so I'd like to conclude, since these are virtues, I'd like to conclude with a mention that, well, where we're supposed to go was back to that photo of that kindergarten class. Your picture, there it is. I think. These virtues were possessed by these kids. So my ask of you is that you continue to have the same curiosity, the same fun-seeking attitude, the same openness to learning, the same desire for friendship and camaraderie that you had then. That's what to preserve. The best part of your education is what your parents taught you, in my opinion. And please don't lose sight of those values. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kirk. At Radford University, we are honored to recognize alumni who have excelled in their profession and serve as an example that success is accomplished through tireless efforts and determination. Mr. Kirk and Dr. Hemphill, will you both please come forward? Dr. Hemphill and members of Radford University Board of Visitors, in recognition of Mr. Kirk's distinguished career as a dynamic leader and entrepreneur in business, an investor in the advancement of healthcare, I nominate Randal J. Kirk for the university's highest honor.
Thank you, Provost Colley. Mr. Kirk, by the authority vested in me by the Radford University Board of Visitors as president, I hereby formally confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Business degree. Congratulations, Dr. Kirk.
Dr. Kirk, congratulations. We have with us today a lifelong New River Valley resident who has continuously served as a leader in the business community while supporting the people across our region. Sandra C. Davis, known for her expertise in property management and real estate development, has shown us at Radford time and time again what it means to help others. As many of you know, through the generosity of Sandy and Jack Davis, we have named the Davis College of Business and Economics, and generations of Highlanders will have the opportunity to attend Radford University as Davis Scholars. Sandra C. Davis owns BCR Property Management, which specializes in student housing in the region. She is a former member of the Radford University Board of Visitors and is the current chair of the Capital Campaign Steering Committee. On Radford University's campus, her impact is evident in so many ways. The Patrick D. Cupp Memorial Stadium, the Sandra C. Davis and William C. Davis College of Business and Economics, the Sandra C. Davis and William C. Davis Performance Hall located in the Covington Center. In October of 2018, the Radford family joined together for a momentous occasion in which we celebrated the Davises' incredible generosity to Radford University. Sandra C. Davis is also has given much of her time and talent to this region. She chairs the Blacksburg Partnership, which is working diligently on the New River Rail Project of 2020. She has been recognized as the Citizen of the Year by the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce. She has been a member of the New River Valley Friends of the Roanoke Symphony, and she was the founding member of the Taubman Museum Board of Directors. These are just a few of her many contributions and her far-reaching impact. Ms. Davis and Dr. Hemphill, will you both please come forward? And Mr. Davis, will you please join us as well? Yes, I'm so sorry. Dr. Hemphill, and members of the Radford University Board of Visitors, in recognition of the invaluable lifetime achievements created through business investments, steadfast leadership, and genuine compassion for others, I nominate Sandra C. Davis for the university's highest honor.
Thank you, Provost Colley. Ms. Davis, by the authority vested in me by the Radford University Board of Visitors as president, I hereby formally confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Business degree. Congratulations, Dr. Davis.
Dr. Davis, congratulations. At this time, I invite Rector Mark Lawrence to the podium.
Good morning, graduates, and welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, and alumni of Radford University. And to alumnus, former Rector Kirk, Dr. Kirk, congratulations and welcome back to campus. And to Dr. Davis, congratulations, Sandy. As Rector, and on behalf of the University's Board of Visitors, it's a privilege to be here to extend our congratulations and best wishes for your future. We are here to celebrate you and your success. To quote former Vice President Biden, this is a big deal. I know that I speak for each of my board colleagues when I say that we are blessed to be part of the vibrant, passionate, and talented Radford family, and part of this celebration of you, the class of 2019. Following last night's graduate hooding ceremony, some of us decided to grab dinner and reflect on our past year as board members. For me, like you, this is my final year here as your rector. A lot has been accomplished, including taking steps a few weeks ago to ensure that President Brian O. Hemphill remains as our leader for many years to come. President Hemphill, thank you for renewing your commitment to Radford, our students, and the Highlander family. As we reflected last night, we found a quiet, serene place nearby that some of you may know about. It's called BT's. And I must say, we saw a lot of Highlander spirit there. But seriously, that Highlander spirit will serve you well in the next chapter of your life. It's just one of the things that makes this place so special. This university is committed to your success, and we look forward to the many contributions that you will make to your families, your communities, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the world. The absolute best part of our board experience here is the time that we get to interact with you, our students. You constantly amaze us and inspire us, and very often you challenge us. As you move into this next step of your life's journey, while you may not know it now, you will find that this place and your experience here has prepared you very well. You're going to do remarkable things. You're going to face challenges, but you're going to make the world a better place, so jump right in. My generation may have had better music. I'll bet your parents would agree with that. But you are better prepared. And remember, wherever you go, you are alumni and ambassadors of Radford University. Find ways to give back whenever you can. And one final request, please be sure to thank those who helped get you here and helped you along the way. And especially your mothers. It is Mother's Day weekend. Thank you, mothers. In closing, class of 2019, congratulations and best of luck in the days ahead. Go Highlanders.
So now it is the time you have been waiting for as we recognize the candidates for graduation in the Davis College of Business and Economics. And now, may I ask all graduates in the Davis College of Business and Economics to please stand. President Hemphill and members of the Board of Visitors, upon the recommendation of the College Dean, I nominate these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science degrees.
Dr. Colley, by the authority vested in me by the Radford University Board of Visitors as president, I hereby formally confer upon each degree candidate together with their fellows in absentia, who have been certified by the faculty as having successfully completed the prescribed requirements for the Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science degrees for which they are eligible. Accordingly, you're invested with all of the privileges and responsibilities appropriate to that degree, and at this moment become alumni of Radford University. Congratulations. Now, it is customary that you move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you've earned your baccalaureate degree. Please be seated.
It is now my honor to ask the graduates of the Davis College to please come forward and be recognized individually. I ask that you ascend the stage as directed by your marshals and then return to your seats for the remainder of the program.
Graduated with a Master's of Business Administration degree, Madhu Sela. Accounting, Matthew Russell Saucier. Brent A. Bowers. Austin Gregory Wade. Meredith Jane Law. John Ross Clark. Ty Randal Albritton. David Randolph Ames. Brian Wayne Johnson. Cameron L. Merchant. Christopher Cage Dix. Ashnafi Derisi Kadnow. Colleen Ann Murphy. Catherine Nicole Penny. Matthew Stewart Pouch. Kyle B. Grindstaff. Cotton Southall. John Kelman Lawfer. Julia Ann Atkins. Michaela Brooke Ingle. Hannah Mulat Tadella. Robert Julius Eastland. Tyler Ray Myers. Lawrence Shelbert. Alexander Franklin Davey. Dennis James Graves. Reagan Elkins. Kayla Shea Whitlock. Eamon P. Fannin. Callie Rebecca Morgan. Cameron Ann McGrady. Matthew J. Neville. Brandy Lawhorn. Ann Victoria Rivola. Finance, Christopher Anthony Maines. Benjamin Lee Laffoon. Stetson Daniel Miller. Tyler Nash. Matthew Tyler Anderson. Jordan Burowski. Ray Dalton Presgrave. Seth Harrison Markins. Reem Lackus. Brett Tyler. David Christopher Grogan. Thomas Dalton Trulock. Grace Nia Smith. Scholar Malik Jackson. Christopher William Jeffries. Zachary Neal Lilly. Jack Lucas Palmer. Ryan A. Young. Adam Michael Huffman. Matara T.J. Dillard. Caitlin T. Sells. Mickey Elam. Cassidy Lane Beckel. Justice Renee Vivero Kane. James Richard Mott. Christopher James Castor. Marketing. Michael Scott Herson. Robert Bukowski. Nadeem Atway. Landon Reed Armentrout. Corey Ray Thompson. Paige C. Dennis. Mackenzie May Kinney. Jared Alexander Weddle. Travis Allen Cox. Mark Shaner. Haley Elizabeth Goddard. Brendan L. Eaton. Ryan Lamar Small. Elena Lee Abbott. Cody Dale Rigney. James Hunter Cairns. Michael A. Zimmett. Michael Lamar Barker. Michaela Denise Battles. Travis Moore. Jacqueline Diane Trubosh. Zona Mikush. Courtney Brooke Bullander. Kelsey Mariva Karna. Maurice Alberto Martinez. Brandon Darren Lamb. Bradley Melvin Noel. Zane Alexander Mixter. Brandon Fryer. Joseph Ryan Fitzpatrick. Peyton Lewis Broach. Andrew Daniel King. Justin Matthew Stewart. John Noah Kelly. Austin Jeffrey Roberts. Justin P. Hooper. Morgan Wesley Pierce. Claire Elizabeth Carlson. Kyle Austin Beaver. Ethan James Beach. Kayla M. Bassassi. Jacob D. Agee. Joseph Reddick. Kevin James Carroll. Chadwick Leck Ring. Joseph Alexander Isquit. Gage Bryant Joyner. Kai Lee McCain. Brooke Lee Anderson. Madeline Kowalski. Alexis Claire Spitzer. Shane Michael Mansfield. Ease Kennethry White. Jacob Peter Strensada. Amaya Vanessa Rousseau. Jennifer Lee Falconer. Alec Connor Lilligren. Clay Miles Shapiro. Nicholas Donald Perna. Matthew Stephen Hopper. Laura Catherine Kemp. Madeline Grace Marshall. Jennifer Karen Sportak. Elizabeth Jacqueline Hammonds. Sarah Danielle Rakes. Timothy James Smith. Damian Xavier Yupari. Polly Lynn Cheplick. Ruth Adai Pakua. And Marcus Ray Britt.
Graduates with a major in economics. Mark Afton Crawford. Nicholas Todd Burley. Dane Michael Vire. Tucker James Morgan. Aaron Patrick Gall. Anthony Edward Sanders. Ryan Lee Willis. Jordan Kane Clark. Patrick Connor Reblin. Aaron Martin Manetti. Benjamin Charles LaFoon. Jamal Damon Johnson. Robel Mogus. Mary Catherine Grande. Sarah Elizabeth Coughlin. Patrick H. Pimason. Carla Marie Jimenez. Corey Robert Sioko. Andrew Clark Elliott. Graduates with a major in management. Joseph Allen Hall. Nicholas Webb. Caleb Levi Stroop with distinction. John Adam Register. Michael Combs. Rachel Marie McGinnis. Benji Jonathan Gutierrez Velasquez. Wyatt Abshi Abshire. Isaiah Hamilton. Darius Khalil Nathan Jones. Caleb Jordan Mahaffey. Darius Ashawn Martin. Scott Edward LaRoe. Braden C. Perkins. John Michael Coppola. Caitlin Elizabeth McCullough. Jasmine Marie Wilson. Chase Christopher Hartnett.
Kelly Christine McGee. Benjamin C. Labs. Ryan Blake Carter. Seth Patrick Greer. Jacob Dinges Chalkley. Lillian Ann Ellick. Alexandros Vasilios Caldwell. Valerie P. Gonzalez. Shalise Yvonne Rodriguez. Michelle Faith Saltzman. Christopher Zalanis. Jacob Sharp. Jalen Zadok Futrell. Petrie McSwain. Brennan Joseph Beebe. Luke Joseph Cranack. Kyle Anthony Long. Brett Dean Buchanan. William Caron Colclaw. Alexander Patrick Rigetti. Khalil Thomas. Andrew W. Heckler. Matthew Carl Foster. Courtney Elizabeth O'Brien. Janiyah Chin. Tyler Ross Bryant. Cecil Wallace Gravely, Jr. Adam Michael Persinger. Sawyer John Howard Michaelich. Jesse Davis Martin. Kelly Ann Larkin. Amy Reynolds Burrows. Anthony Morgan Pichone. Jonathan P. Chenard. Aubrey Saeed Er Chaudhry. Nathaniel Lee Cougar. Juliet Ross Sayre Roulan. Alyssa Beatrice Tudador. Jessica Elise Watson. Lauren Cynthia Starling. Jesse L. Quisenberry. Campbell Annette King. Catherine Patricia Longo. Grant Taylor Brown. Austin Nathiel Graham. Brendan Alexander Stevens. Tony Ariza. Christian Lee Helwig. Tyler Tresky. Antoine Dwayne St. Clair. Jeff Burnett. Andrew Michael Gilbert. Patrick Connor Mulholland. Odesia Milner.
How about a big round thundering applause for the class of 2019? Woohoo! Go Highlanders! Okay. Graduates of the class of 2019 from the Davis College of Business and Economics, congratulations. From all of us faculty and staff in the Davis College, all the best for a very successful journey. Ladies and gentlemen, now as we come to the close of our program, may we ask that you please stand for the singing of our alma mater. You may find the lyrics printed in your program. After the singing of the alma mater, please remain standing for the recessional until the platform party, faculty, and then students have recessed. Thank you.
Hail, all hail to our alma mater. Bear our heads, let the heavens ring. Here's our hearts and our fond allegiance. Honest to you we bring. Praise your broad and your lofty aims. Your purpose never fails. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail, all hail. Hail, all hail to the Radford spirit. Give 3 cheers and then 1 cheer more. Let the praise of our alma mater echo from shore to shore. Radford's ours and our loyalty will never, never fail. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail, all hail.